Okay, here's the audience. Have you ever really paid attention to the role your cell phone plays in your daily routine? The average American looks at their cell phone 150 times a day, which is about once every 6.5 minutes of every hour while you're awake. As much as we all like to use our cell phones for texting, social media, and applications, these things tend to steer us away from true pleasures and responsibilities of life. Essentially, people today need to recognize the negative impact cell phones have and how much valuable time is being robbed from them. Cell phones are holding individuals back by distracting them from excelling in schoolwork to the fullest potential and having real social interactions. Now, I will tell you how the problems associated with cell phones. Cell phones are distracting society from focusing on education, success, and healthy interactions with others. The use of cell phones cause such distractions that society is afraid of using face-to-face interactions. Everywhere you go, you see people looking down at their phones, whether it's at an event, restaurant, or even in their own homes. Hold on, I have a text. Okay. Students use cell phones when they have an assignment which causes them to be distracted and takes them even longer to get assignments done. They like to call it multitasking as a cover-up, but in most cases, these excuses are somewhat chimerical, which is like fantasy. Cell phone use affects students' sleeping patterns that causes stress and fatigue, which is unhealthy for studying and will cause their grades to decrease. But wait, there is a solution. The solution to this major problem is to take time out of our day to turn cellular devices completely off. We need to have our own time for ourselves to do other activities that doesn't involve us taking selfies or posting statuses on Facebook. We need to take action as a nation to de-emphasize how important cell phones are in our everyday lives. Keeping students educated on the issue of how cell phones could affect their grades may cause awareness in students, which will help them succeed. Parents should limit the use of their children's cell phones and educate them as to why they are doing it. Now I will tell you why these solutions are beneficial. Students should have an easier time succeeding in school with less distractions and more focus on what is important. Society would become less dependent on cell phones and would be more sociable and able to approach people. People would develop better relationships due to the increase of face-to-face communication. And now that we know the benefits, I will lead you towards my conclusion. Ultimately, cell phones are dangerously distracting individuals daily by leaving them scarred with poor social habits and lack of common knowledge. This epidemic has gone out of control, and our society is depending on these cell phones as if they were one of our own body parts. Ideally, if society would address this problem and work together to de-emphasize cell phones from being as essential as an essential distraction from simply living life, then the next generation will follow by example. Unfortunately, due to the rise of the dependence of cell phones everywhere, this vision looks unreachable and rather vague. Does anyone have any questions concerning this discussion?
No.
Thank you for listening on how cell phones negatively affect our society.